That brings us to what can we do during the interview process. As an enterprise, as a business that is trying to attract data science talent, in addition to checking off all the check boxes that we talked about in the earlier slide, providing a clarity on the role and the job location is very critical. This is where you are making an impression of on the prospect at an organization level. It's no longer their skill that is being evaluated. The recruiter or the hiring organization is now trying to impress upon the candidate. Being very explicit about what kind of work will they be doing, what kind of career progression they can expect, and most of all, what kind of flexibility is offered in your role. One interesting feedback that we had seen in the Kaggle data survey as well as in the VentureBeat survey was more than 60% of the data science prospects had marked having flexible work hours as a critical need over the salary. So that's in a way for organizations that cannot compete only on compensation, by virtue of you offering attractive work and giving flexibility is essential. And before you begin the interview process, explaining what the process is clearly and setting expectations of each step is essential. In the interview process, it is must that we be careful on what kind of questions we ask. The focus has to be only on applicable and relevant questions. You should not weave into the path of asking irrelevant questions that are nice to ask but are a turn off for prospects. And having constant follow-ups to ensure that you show interest, because data science, be it a data scientist or ML engineer or information designer, and each of them would be being chased by multiple recruiters. So unless we are on the hooks and make sure we do follow-ups and keep them engaged, chances are somebody else would convert them first. And the biggest of all, even before you begin the engagement or in terms of interaction, making sure you get their expectations on compensation and ensuring whether you have that budgets to match that expectation is essential. Assuming as an organization, we go through the hurdle of attracting people, you roll out offers, there are drop-offs in offers, and then you have a set of people who join you eventually. At that point, there are a set of tips that we would want to call out to ensure you don't lose the interest of the people who join your organization. Attracting talent is one, but the moment the talent is in the door, your job is not done. You have to ensure there is a very structured onboarding process for all the team members. This will ensure that they feel that they had made the right decision in terms of joining the organization. Two, there should be a structured orientation plan for the data science team members, which would cover what the organization does, the objectives and goals of the organization, what is the business function to which they are mapped, what are the functions for that they are supporting, and the team goals in which they are operating in. Each of the team members joins an organization to be challenged. Nobody would want to come into an organization and do mundane work. So identifying the right set of challenging and complex business problems to solve and put them on those problems is essential. If not, the next thing that they would be doing is scouting for a newer position. So all the effort that we have put in attracting talent and bringing them on board is futile if they leave within a year or lesser than that. One way to sustain their interest is to ensure we constantly upskill the team members. The upskilling can be in different forms, be it focusing on the softer aspects of the job, communication and interpersonal skills, giving them opportunities to hone their business acumen, and giving them training on software engineering skills. The pace at which the technology is evolving is very volatile. So if the organization is in a position to give them those trainings, the chances of employees being engaged with you is higher. And the last one is, once you have the data science team, you should not curtail their access. They should be given opportunities to network with the stakeholders who are involved in decision making. The whole intent of data science teams is to enable decision makers with enough information to make decisions. So unless this team gets access to the stakeholders, they will be disillusioned because they will not be in the loop for what decisions are made. They don't get a say in decision making with stakeholders. So ensuring that this happens is essential.